The frigid cold didn't stop hundreds of people from filling up the stands to watch some trucks get wrecked. One Bonnyville native has been driving in the Derby since he was 16 years old.
It's such an adrenaline rush, you just can't get enough. It's a ton of work, but it's all worth it. You roll over and you get banged up, hurt yourself, but still, it's contact sport.
But don't let the theatrics fool you. Safety is a big priority.
Anything that's flammable is taken out of the vehicle. The gas tanks are removed, the batteries are relocated in them, all the glass and everything is removed from them. If you look at the trucks, you got big beams on the side of them. That's for protection. It's around the driver.
It wasn't just the Derby that brought out a crowd. People came out to enjoy
everything mud.
This year's Extreme Mud Fest featured mud bogging, lawnmower races, a ball game, and a tough truck competition.
Yesterday we did a extreme mud run, so we actually had people run through the mud pits to race for charity, so that was fantastic. And then at nights we have concerts all wrapped around it, so there's something for everyone.
And all proceeds from the mud run stayed local, going to the Bonnyville Friendship Center.
We do not have our final tally yet, but we're hoping to hit about $20,000 back into the community for this year.
As for Kid Smith, he's already gearing up for next year's event.
Depends what kind of shape it's in. I rebuilt this one, and then next year I'll probably bring it back again. But usually you only get one Derby per truck. You got to build a brand new one, but it doesn't matter. There's so many old trucks. It's a good way to get rid of them, I think.
Hannah Cheetah, Newcap News.
Well, back to school starts this week, and for those still looking to cross items off their list without breaking the bank, Hannah Tita has some ideas in this month's Shopping on a Budget in partnership with the Interval Store.
All right, so I'm back at the Interval Store and I'm joined by Carrie. So today we have a brand new segment, and today we're actually talking about Thrifty Thursday. So quickly, can we talk about what Thrifty Thursday is?
So Thrifty Thursday to most people means bag day. So bag day is where you can actually come in, fill a bag of clothes for $6. Great deal. But we've now added what we call Thrifty Thursday. And so now we're, in addition to the bag sale, we're actually going to offer 50% off of an entire department each week. So it'll be a different department each week that we're offering that deal.
That's amazing. And with back to school right around the corner, what are some of the great items people can pick up as they're heading back into the school season?
We have things like binders, backpacks, school supplies. We've got furniture for dorms, things like that. So pretty much anything you're looking for.
A big item on a lot of people's list is clothing, and you had said that with Thrifty Thursday you can fit as much as you possibly can into a bag, and it's only $6?
Yes, that's right. And we have ladies, children's, we have infants, we have men's clothing. Any clothing that you find on our racks, you can actually put in a bag for $6. So it's a really good deal, and we do have a lot of new donations coming in daily.
Well, thank you so much for that, Carrie. And side note, you guys are actually pretty active on Facebook.
Yes, we are. And actually what we do with our Thrifty Thursday sale is the people that like our page on Facebook get advance notice on what we're actually going to be selling. And we usually post a picture of what cool items we're going to be having at 50% off. So it's a great way to get advance notice on that.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for that. And join us next month for the next Shopping on a Budget.
This is Newcap Sports with Brett Morton.
The Lloydminster Bobcats wrapped up their main camp on Sunday with their annual Orange and Black game. The club will only have one returning player from last year's squad and made it a very strong camp.
Pretty competitive, a lot of young guys new to the junior A circuit, but I thought overall the effort was there, and there's a high-end skill up front and goaltending, defense.
The camp began on Friday and consisted of 8 scrimmages as well as fitness testing for all players before the Orange and Black game. Some cuts were made.
Between 60 and 65 kids, and now we're down to 40, and then we'll be down to 30 after the inter-squad game tonight. So, it's happening quickly.
As for when the roster will be finalized, there is still a lot of waiting for other AJHL and WHL camps to wrap up.
Keep 30-some kids for the couple first 2 exhibition games against Bonnyville, and then we'll make some more cuts, and we'll just see. We'll see what happened at the other level in WHL with cuts there, and just we'll see what happens.
The Bobcats open up their exhibition games Wednesday in Bonnyville and Friday night at home, also against the Pontiacs. Well, sticking with hockey, the Lloydminster PWM Steelers also had their main camp over the last few days. The Steelers had a busy offseason as they learned they would be able to keep their midget AAA franchise, which kept the coaching staff busy.
The whole recruiting process has been a challenge, but it's also been exciting because we brought a lot of girls to town, and some of them have committed to come and some of them didn't, but it's been exciting to get them to town for sure.
The camp got underway on Friday and had over 20 players take part from all across the province. The club has a lot of potential this season.
It's a great group of girls, and you know that there's not going to be a lot of drama. They're just really good girls that want to get better, and they have their sights on just being a team that nobody wants to play.
The Steelers' first game is October 1st, so the final roster will not be official until a later date. The Lakeland Rustler soccer teams were in action today in the border city as both the men and women played host to the Augustana Vikings. We're going to start with the women, and it was a cold day out there on the pitch for this one. The Rustlers were up 1-0 before the Vikings were able to tie it up here while they're looking for more, but the Rustlers keeper with a big save there to keep this one tied at 1 apiece. However, the Vikings would get a late goal and they would take this one 2-1 and hand the Rustlers their first loss in exhibition action. Up next for the women is another exhibition game Monday in Edmonton against the Kings Eagles. While moving on to the men's now, they were also in action looking to get back in the win column after yesterday's loss. They would do just that as they defeat Augustana 3-2. Stefan Kukovic had all 3 Rustlers goals. The men are also in Edmonton on Monday against the Kings Eagles.